Welcome back, everybody, to the XBA. We have Atlanta against Kentucky, two teams we haven't seen in a little while. And we've got the Olympians against the Colliers. Anthony Davis playing very well, 20 points per game, 10.5 rebounds this season.
Should be a pretty fun one. You see the lineups here, same as usual. Although Justin Holiday is going to be in at shooting guard today, so no Landry Shamet in the starting lineup. So let's get this one underway in Louisville. Atlanta's going to win the tip-off. John Wall's going to take it up, get this episode underway.
That was a nice little nifty move there.
Show off.
Show off a little bit. You're lucky nobody decided to come up on you and try to steal it.
Yeah.
But he's going to back that up with a two-point shot, a little fadeaway there. Nice job there. And then Anthony Davis coming through, trying to get to the basket. He does. He gets the 2 points. We got a 4-2 game here, and here's Darius Garland going to go to Anthony Davis in the paint for the slam dunk. And then Davis backing down John Wall. Not a matchup you like.
Yeah. Atlanta still trying. They're a little bit behind in the playoff race, but if you guys see the title of this video, you know that the trade deadline is going to come into play. So if you guys got ideas for Atlanta, maybe give us some feedback here. Who do you guys want if you're Atlanta? Are you going to make a push? Are you still going for it? I mean, they're playing pretty well so far. They're up 18-15 as they let Kentucky back into it a little bit. Green, trying to find some space. That's bad.
That was
not very good. That was Dunn.
Chris Dunn driving to the lane. Gonna pick up the foul on Elfrid Payton. 18-17 game, and then Jackson gonna hit the three.
9-24. Wendell Carter to the lane. Gonna put it in. He's a guy that Atlanta's really looking forward to his continued development. They think he's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, John Wall bringing it back out here after a rebound, and he's gonna just take it himself and get to the line after Davis fouls him. That's his first foul of the night. He will only hit one. So 27-25 and another paint point for Kentucky.
Slamming it down. 34-30. Half is winding. Payton will miss. Going the other way now. About 17 seconds left. Inside Davis. Not too much defense inside there. So 3 seconds. Mirotic with the three ball. Not going to get the roll, and that's going to be it for the half. It is in the books, folks. Atlanta, kind of surprising Kentucky on the road. Playing pretty well so far.
Yeah, Anthony Davis surprisingly happy. His team is down going into the half. They're shooting 42%. Meanwhile, Atlanta is shooting 52%, and we see Butler here taking a three in the third quarter, going to be missing, but Kentucky ended up taking the lead, 39-34.
Here's Ingram from three, gonna knock it down. Kentucky starting to pull away. Atlanta down by 3. There's Cephalosha looking for some room, and Udo right under the basket. Puts that one in. 44-41 here. Green, the veteran,
gets the green.
He's still playing hard. He doesn't want to get traded. He wants to stay in Atlanta.
Look at the run there. 10-2 run in the last couple minutes here, and another 2-ball. But it's flipped. 65-62 now for Atlanta in the fourth quarter. And oh, Payton! I've always loved Elfrid Payton with the Magic. It just that was so good. That was so good. That nice little underhand, little softball throw. And then Jimmy Butler on the other side. We're going the other way. Gonna hit a 3-ball. It's 84-75 Atlanta right now. And down low, John Wall. Easy. It's just too easy. Minute 20 left in the game. This one's over. 89-82. Atlanta gets the W over Kentucky on their own home court. Maybe Atlanta's turning the corner here.
Yeah, we got an upset on our hands, folks. The Olympians get the W on the road. Decent underdogs today. Davis chipped in with 27, so he did his part. Jabari Parker also playing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Dunn, 13 minutes, 7 points. And then Landry Shamet with 1 minute and 3 points. I guess you would say it was productive.
And he made a shot, didn't he?
Oh, my God. Shoot your shot. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah. John Wall at 31. For 19 minutes, he had 31. Why is John Wall getting 19 minutes? We have to figure this out.
Well, you know, he's a bit older.
XBA is monitoring the load management. Sure. That was something that we have to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Okay, Cyclones and the Summit here. So let's see if the Cyclones can get a road W against a tough Denver team, a surging Denver team. They are playing some good basketball here.
In the Mile High Club.
That's the name of the stadium. It's a club. It's like Miami Night Owls. It's a club. It's not an arena. It's not a center.
Nope.
It's the Mile High Club.
Yeah, you have to have VIP tickets to get in. The XBA is about that life.
Yeah.
23-20 after Rodney Hood's going to make this 2-ball in, and a fadeaway jump shot by Morris. It's going to go good. 27-20, and Rodney Hood's starting to fire it up.
Rodney Hood might be a trade candidate if San Diego can't figure this out.
I like myself some Rodney Hood.
I mean, there's teams out there looking for offensive shooters. Here's Carmelo. He's having himself a good first half so far. He's going to put that one in. He's another guy that's tradable. He is on the block if San Diego, like I said, cannot figure something out. 18 points already in the game. Marc Gasol goes right to the hole, beats Alex Len.
Yeah,
So,
he pointed right at him after he did it, too.
yeah, Denver already starting to pull away here. 49-38 with a minute left. Westbrook is ice cold from the field, but he gets that one to go.
He pulls them within 8, but it's going to be a 10-point game here. Westbrook, no good. Going the other way, we've got Green, miss. Simmons with the rebound, out-muscles 3 guys, and then firing up the crowd as he's going to get this 2-shot in. And 53-41 as we go to the half. And San Diego, guys, is just giving up a lot of points in the first half right now.
There's something about this team where the chemistry is just not there.
Ooh.
Defensively, it's not there. I mean,
64%.
Yeah, you know, Denver, they like to go inside the paint for sure. That's where they're going to get the majority of their points. But, I mean, like the Cyclones just aren't matching up for size. Here's Seth Curry. Going to hit that one. I mean, okay, it's an 18-point game, though. So I don't know if I like their chances. Prince from outside. Gonna drain that one.
It's not looking good, guys. 84-66. Definitely not good at all. Satoransky against Westbrook. Prince back out to Green. And out to Markkanen at the top. Got it. This is just a blowout. This is an absolute blowout job. It's 104-81. I mean, what the heck happened? Out in Denver, what happened?
Denver's surging, man. They are legit, okay? I mean, they're in the top 3 right now in the Western Conference, and I think they deserve to be there. And they're playing really well. You see Lauri Markkanen with 29 points. Simmons had 17 and 11, so double-double for Ben Simmons. And then we look at the Cyclones. Westbrook was 8 of 26 from the field.
That's complete garbo. That's complete garbo. Yeah. You can't be hitting those.
Yeah, Carmelo was way more efficient, so maybe get him some more love. Let's check this one out, guys. We got the Sting in the jump. So Jacksonville somehow sitting near the top of the Eastern Conference. So this is a divisional game for the lead in the conference.
I love this matchup. I just love the way it looks. I love the teams.
I don't love our fans. I see a lot of empty seats. I mean, if you could get a ticket to a jump game, would you go in real life?
Yeah, yes. Yes,
you.
I would. Without any questions asked, I would do it.
Let's hear it from the jump fans in the comments section. Let's see Steph Curry make a nice move there.
Ooh.
You know, we had a little bit lax defensive situation earlier to tip this game off, but hey, we're giving it back to him. Irving put that one in. There's a shot from Porter. We're going to get the roll in. So 5-2 early. I'm liking the way we're looking right now. We got some motion going on offense. We're sharing the ball, playing basketball the way it's meant to be played.
Down in Jacksonville. Go figure. Who would have thunk that the Jacksonville Jump with that frog logo would be in first place right now?
I mean, I'm only 3-2 in user games, so it's not like I'm setting the woods on fire here. They're actually simming pretty well, so I don't even know how they're doing it. Because I don't think this team is that special relative to the rest of the XBA.
I mean, hey, at this point we're just talking about inches. We're just talking about that because every team is balanced at this point.
Yeah, I love that rainbow from Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry is the key. I mean, he's playing so well this year. Kobe is kind of hit or miss for us right now, as you see there with the missed shot. Rebound going the other way. Clarkson trying to find some room. Goes alley-oop to Dwight Howard. So we got a competitive game here. It's 38-34. Going to Osman to Clarkson. Back to Irving.
Got it. That was tough. And there's, you can only last for so long until they're going to find their guys open. And Kyrie has been great this season. And Steph is going to try to fire a three right back at him. So this seems to be kind of the battle going on between Curry and Kyrie.
Yeah, that's not my finest defensive moment. But you're really pretty much dead to rights. So you got to pick one guy to defend. And just didn't work out. So now, hey, look. Look, the Sting are in the lead. They're starting to shoot better on us, too.
Ooh, nice read.
Kobe gets the green splash. I like it. 43-41. Okay.
Back here with the basketball. Alexander Walker, the rookie. He's going to find DeColo. That looked like you might have been able to get a shot off, but you elect not to. You just looked like you're going to draw the clock out. And this block, but then Grant with the two-shot. DeColo with the two. Can't get it in. Rebounded out, and Kyrie back out to Kuzma. He's going to take a long three-point shot. I think he had maybe a couple more steps to take another shot to get closer. But regardless, Jayville is on top.
Okay, I mean, it's a very evenly matched game as we see here. Irving with 14. For some reason they're going to focus on Grant, but Curry's really the player of the game so far for the jump. We'll see if he can carry it over in the second half. Otto Porter got a good stroke going on too, so I like what we're seeing out of Porter. Going underneath the Davis, blocked
by Ibaka. Here's Powell going to the lane, and nice attempt, good attempt to try to get the block there, but slam dunk does occur, and now the Tampa Bay Sting find themselves down by 2. 57-59, 2:50 left to go in the third. You're gonna go down to Giles. He's working up, and he's gonna miss. Rab with the rebound. Irving bringing it out, and he's actually pushing pretty hard here. Powell for three. Miss. Ed Davis with the rebound, and now we're going the other way.
Trading some misses. So we're holding our own with the second string out there. DeColo gonna miss. Giles going inside. Got the hook and the turnaround.
So finally, the rebound battles, the back and forth, ends with a Giles two-pointer. So here's Ibaka, gonna get the two. 67-66 as we go a little bit further, and Steph just, whoa, just flings it towards the basket, got lucky a little bit, and then gets the free throw. So he gets the and one, jump forward, no pun intended. 4 minutes to go, and Clarkson for two, no good. Kobe with the rebound. Porter driving,
come on.
steal, Clarkson, this is big, you gotta stop him, stop Clarkson. Kobe can't do it. And now the Tampa Bay Sting have brought it within 7. Kyrie for three. Howard with the rebound and the slam.
Nurkic not paying attention really. Here's Steph going, that's a terrible pass on my end, and we are letting Tampa in this thing.
Guys are blowing it.
Yeah, we built up a decent lead there in the early fourth quarter, but Tampa going on a run. Steph inside, kick to Porter, gets the green. And now we take a 5-point lead. Let's see Kyrie going inside.
Nice move.
Off the glass.
Nice move. He always is so good at that, just making these little extra moves to find the opening, and then a slam dunk here for Kuzma. Down by 1 point. Here's Kyrie, step back, thought about taking this shot. Osman for two, the deep two. It looked like a three ball, but it is going to count for two. They take the lead 91-90 with 1:18 left to go. Steph's calling a play. We got Jurkic with the screen, and then, the lay-in. Steph Curry driving in, gets the lay-in, 92-91. Grant's for two, it's got it. And now the lead has been extended.
Got a 3-point lead here, 45 seconds. Irving trying to draw something up, gets a screen, cuts inside, got it.
Wow, another nice move for Kyrie.
It's a pretty conservative call, go for the two, smart call. Steph gets some room, and you know he's going to hit that shot. He's on fire today, pushing 40 points out there. Almost at the 40-point threshold, 22 seconds. Now Irving looks for Kuzma. And Kuzma cannot make the easy shot, and they're going to have to foul Anunoby. So I think that's going to do it, folks. we hit one free throw.
Yes, and now here is Steph. Steph is up here. He's got 39. He's got 40. 40 right here with the free throw shot. 97 turns to 98. So down by 5 points. Osman for 3. He's got it.
Come on.
Okay, so they're down by 2 if they get a turnover here.
Give it to Steph.
Okay.
Steph's my free throw guy.
Yes, he definitely is. He definitely should be. And these are some crucial free throw shots here. Are you going to make it? You going to make it? Oh, my God.
Screwed up.
My God.
Oh, no. Come on. Come on. We got this. That's it.
Okay, good. Well, hey, it's not over because a 3-ball is going to tie it here. So, Steph getting up on Kyrie.
No foul.
Launched. No good. No good. Tampa Bay loses by 3 points in a huge game in the Eastern Conference of the XBA, and Jacksonville wins the Floridian battle.
Yeah, it was a good win. Very quality win. Gives us sole possession of first place. But I will say this, it's a jam-packed standings right now in the Eastern Conference. We're not taking anything for granted. Got a lot of season left to go. When we could fall to like 7 seed in a few games. So it's jam-packed. I would not take it too hard if you're Tampa. I do think Tampa has got a better roster. Steph Curry is the player of the game today. Irving had 25 and 12. So he played very well for himself in this one. So pretty good game all around. Interested to see where this is going to go in the Eastern Conference. We got the Bandits and the Power going today.
And you guys will notice if you didn't catch the tutorial was the reveal of the Detroit Power's rebranded logo. So I hope you guys like the new rebrand. We thought that it needed it after some comments.
Rozier's getting pumped up for this one. You got a regional game here. Kind of that upper Midwest kind of deal going on. Two teams don't like each other, even though they're in different conferences.
No, I know Packers and Lions fans don't like each other either, so it fits. It fits. We got Joel Embiid going to get against DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be a nice little matchup to watch. And then here's a 2-shot in. Nice. So Wisconsin is now up 2-0 to start off the scoring in what should be a high-scoring type of game, I would assume.
Yeah, you know, I think Detroit plays pretty well defensively, but, I mean, I got Beal and Lowry who are kind of lighting it up this year. Detroit, one of the better teams right now going in the Eastern Conference. Wisconsin on that playoff bubble, but like I was talking about, few games swing either way. You can go from the bubble to second place, like, in a matter of a few games.
Well, the XBA is so tightly contested, like, you could easily get on a losing streak, or you could get on a nice winning streak. But 4-3 after Lowry hits this 3-shot, and it's good. So here we go with Wisconsin's possession, and Nance Jr., oh, good. He got his own rebound, but Cousins with the block. Nice defense there for Detroit, kind of bringing back those 2004 Pistons.
It's good to see Cousins healthy.
Yeah.
For once.
For once. Here's Lowry with the shot. 2 is good. They take the lead, 5-4. 17-17. Jumping forward a little bit. 1:10 left, and here is Brunson for 3. He's got it. It's a contested 3-ball, but it's going to land. So 20-17, and Brunson again. Where is this coming from? He's making these crazy shots. And then Bradley Beal, wow, for 3.
Way downtown. Beal hits it. 36-30. Going inside.
Oh.
Off the glass, not going.
Come on now.
Rebound for J.R. Smith. Going inside. He's finding some room in there, but you cannot go against Cousins.
He's too good. He's too good.
He's just locking the interior down. So think of beauty.
Here's Josh Jackson, a guy that actually is in the G League.
I believe he's in the G League right now.
That's nuts. He was like, what, a high draft pick? Here's Livingston. Gets the green. Wow. He got the green on that. That's crazy. So going the other way, 38-30. Rozier with the putback off the glass.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining first half. It's very tightly contested, kind of going back and forth. Livingston with another contested shot gets it in. So Detroit opening up a 6-point lead. Here's Zipser all the way from the corner. He's going to make it for 3. 44-39. There's Brunson again.
Oh my God, what is this guy?
He's killing it, man.
Why does he keep doing this? He will get the free throw shot. Now 44-42. So it's a tightly contested game. Beal bringing it back out here, and he's going to go ahead and get the 2 in. So they extend the lead, 46-42. Nice, nice. And now, Wisconsin, they don't even get a shot off. They don't even get a shot off right there. Crazy. So it's still going to be 46-42 as we enter the half with Detroit on top. Let's take a look at the numbers here. 4 blocks for Detroit. That's really the difference, I think, because both teams are looking like they're pretty similar.
Yeah, 3 steals for the Bandits. We know the Bandits like to get after the ball and live up to their namesake. One of the league leaders in team steals per game. You see Detroit, they're one of the leaders in assists per game. Kind of on pace for their usual output, about 20 assists a game. 62-62 now. How about that? Tie ball game. O'Quinn underneath. Embiid going to rebound that one. Brunson's still out there, still playing well. Hernan Gomez looking for somebody. Get some movement going. Brunson.
We know that he's been making really athletic plays here, and then Embiid with the miss. John Henson's out there now. He checks in. You can always tell when John Henson's out there with that white t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, this is John Henson, a defensive specialist. Rebounds and blocks, baby.
62-62 game. Lowry gonna take the 3 shot. No good. Embiid with the rebound. Gonna go the other way. 62-62 still, and this is gonna rim out. Wow, O'Quinn with the rebound. Back here to Henson, who gets the and 1. It's gonna be 65. No, he missed. Bogut with the rebound, and Wisconsin finds themselves down 2. They should be down 3. There's a reason why they call them free throws. Johnson blocked by Henson again.
And it's going to go down as a shot clock violation. So Detroit playing lockdown defense. Here's Beal. Nice move. Finds Jackson. And he's going to make that one. So Detroit's starting to pull away here. Here's Covington going to James Johnson. Trying to find somebody open. Maybe looking in the corner for Smith.
Wow.
Drains it.
Wow. I mean, JR's like, thank God I made a 3. And then again, JR trying to get another one. JR again trying to get another one. And oh no!
That's tipped. It's going in. Detroit's going to put this in their own basket.
Oh, come on.
Seriously.
That's stuff you just laugh about as a kid. Like, what happens if they put it in their own basket? Well, it happened. It happened. Well, Detroit's going to take the lead here, 85-77, and Covington is going to hit the 3 in. We got 85-80. Here's the Detroit shot, going to be no good. Beal trying to get through, and then Covington with the block.
I don't want Cousins to shoot 3. I think he can do it once in a while, but, I mean, there's got to be a better shot on the floor out there, I think.
Especially with the game on the line kind of thing, game being this close. Embiid's going to get out of bounds.
Nothing doing.
Nothing doing here. Cousins with the rebound, and 51 seconds to go. Jackson with the ball. Beal. Let's get a point here, Detroit. Come on, guys. Cousins. Oh, nice move.
Cousins versus Embiid for the game. And Cousins draws the foul. So Embiid a little bit upset with himself. Cousins will hit both. So we got a 7-point game. Wisconsin trying to get their first win in CPU versus CPU action. So far they're 0-2.
That's actually a very good statistic.
Yeah. So let's see it. Let's see if they can get a huge comeback here with time winding.
No good. And it's going to be Bandits basketball here, as Livingston was the last one to touch it, apparently.
Shoot. Okay. Gets the shot off, no good. O'Quinn will rebound. That should do it, folks. Detroit's going to get the W here.
Woohoo! Go Detroit!
Power are looking really good, man.
I like it, man. I like it. You know, and I think when we were doing our introduction video, I was a little down on them a little bit. I don't know. I like their defense. I like some of the big players that they had, but I was a little bit down on them. I didn't think they'd be doing this good, and I think they got a bunch of winners on their team. Like, that's the big thing.
Yeah, they're big time. You know, I thought maybe they needed one more offensive piece, but they're making it work. I mean, if Beal's going to carry the load here and go 9 for 21, and then Lowry chips in with, 13 points from point guard position, I mean, it's like, that's enough offense.
That is.
If you're going to play good defense, that's good enough, man. Covington, I think the Bandits want a little bit more out of Covington. I haven't really seen him do too much this season in Wisconsin games. A good win for Detroit. So those were some fun games, but this is one area that I think you guys are really interested in. We fielded a lot of questions about trades. And as commissioner, you are the commissioner, sir.
Oh, I am.
You're making up rules on the fly as we go. So the rule for the XBA, there is no trading period. We have a trade day. The deadline, February 13th. This is all to mitigate tanking. So what are trading options here?
This day is basically like a holiday. February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, where they can get rid of you because they don't love you anymore. Or they can acquire you because they love you and they want more of you. Yeah, so that's February 13th, the trade day for the XBA. And what are the options, like you had asked? What are the options? Well, top 5 picks of the XBA expansion draft or the fantasy draft are protected. We have a list going to be up here on the screen of every team's top 5 selections in the XBA draft. Those players are protected and cannot be moved, which means that players such as Jamal Crawford for Las Vegas or Thabo Sefolosha for the Atlanta Hawks.
Tony Parker would be a good candidate.
Those types of players are on the board. Now, what we are going to ask you guys to do in tonight's episode is post in the comment section outside of those top 5 picks on each roster, who do you think needs to get moved? If you have an idea of who you would like to acquire as well, post that in the comment section.
This is all done to mitigate tanking. We don't want any of these teams to tank right now. So even if, say, Dallas wanted to trade Evan Fournier, they can't do it. For a 2-year period, they are unable to trade any of the top 5 picks that they selected. And with all the parity, you kind of don't even want to. I mean, Dallas, you take a look at the Barons. Like, if they get a high draft pick, some more experience next year, like, they're going to be competing for a playoff bid, they hope. So really, like, tanking and retooling and just like scrapping your team at this point doesn't make a lot of sense for all of these teams. So it is unfortunate, but our first trade day in XBA history is going to be a little underwhelming because you're going to have a lot of veterans, a lot of journeymen, and a lot of bench pieces. Pretty much the only people that are going to be on the move.
Just basically a lot of specialists. I mean, just like guys that I mentioned, Sefolosha, Gerald Green, Jamal Crawford, Dellavedova, those types of players, they're pretty one-dimensional. And, you know, some teams that are near the top, they might need to or want to acquire a player that's a little bit one-dimensional because they might be weak in a certain area. I know for us, the St. Louis Arrows, we need a 3-point shot. So, honestly, we're looking at acquiring a guy like Jamal Crawford.
So, on Thursday, the XBA judges trades with a competitive balance committee. And who is on this competitive balance committee?
You guys.
You guys are going to act as the competitive balance committee. So we're going to give you guys a Google form. We'll come up with the trade partnerships, but the agreements between these franchises. And then you guys are going to have veto power over that. You need this sounds like C-SPAN or something, or CNN. You need a 60% threshold.
2/3.
To veto the trades. So as long as 60% approve, think the trade is fair, it'll go through. If you get lower than 60%, the trade does not go through. So we're going to consult with you guys and try to cook up some good trade offers that are equitable for everybody.
So when you post in this comment section for your trade ideas or certain players that you think might be moved, if we're starting to see more of a trend in those suggestions or in those players that they think that they should move, then we might put that in one of the propositions, I guess you would say, for trading opportunities in that Google form. Do not confuse this with the contest period. This is just another separate Google form that we're just asking you guys for your input and your vote on, do you think that this trade should go through? So for example, we would say Las Vegas Jacks trading Jamal Crawford away to the St. Louis Arrows for a 2nd-round draft pick and a player. Like one of our bench players, I guess you'd say. So then if there's 60% of you guys that voted yes, do it, go through with it, we think that's fair, then that trade will go through. If it doesn't, the Arrows aren't making a trade. The Arrows are not making a trade. So you guys have a lot of power. And with a lot of power comes a lot of responsibility. So do you want to screw me over? That's the thing. Do you want to screw me over by voting no?
Well, I'm sure a lot of these parties voting on the trades will have their own interest in their team. But I think it should wash out over the course of the total vote. So if you guys are fans of individual teams, let us know if you think you should sell, stay, or buy. And that's kind of an interesting thought because there's a lot of teams in the mix right now for the playoffs. So even a team like Philadelphia, they go on a 4-game winning streak and then they're going to be maybe in the mix for an 8th seed. A team like Pittsburgh, like, are they in competition mode at this point? They're kind of in the middle of the pack. So right now, I think for sellers, I think you're looking at Dallas, Houston, Las Vegas. SoCal is on the fence. You got San Diego, Philly, Baltimore, Washington, Atlanta, Columbus. And as far as staying put, I don't. What do you think? What do you think here? Because the question is, if your team that's as good as Alaska, I mean, in Jacksonville, do you want to mess with the team chemistry?
I would say no. If your team like Jacksonville, you've already got a good mix. You've already got a good group of guys there. I mean, yeah, maybe you want to acquire a player. But,
I'm going to stay put.
But maybe in the old NBA, you would try to do that because there are teams that are basically tanking and trying to get rid of players. They would basically just sell off at a very, very cheap price in order to get some rental player.
Yeah.
But in the XBA, you know, you're probably not wanting to get rid of one of a key cog off the bench in order to acquire another player that would just be another bench guy. So I don't see it. I don't see some teams really wanting to make moves. So Jacksonville, Alaska, Seattle.
Yeah, and there's a couple teams in the middle, like the Leopards and the Colliers, City Slickers. I feel like they're deep enough to the point where they don't really want to give their pieces away. So you're looking at buyers. You know, El Paso needs a big man. Teams like Chicago, maybe we saw Detroit, maybe they could buy. So we're going to take a look at some of the sellers and see kind of what they have to work with right here. So taking a look at Atlanta here, so we see their protected players. I think Gerald Green is a guy that's got to be on the move. 34 years old. He's a 76 overall, so I think he's a piece they could move. Alfred Payton is a possibility, but at 25, I think maybe they'll want to keep him. We're asking you guys, if you're Atlanta fans, let us know who you want to see shipped out. Maybe Udo and definitely Cephalosha, I think, would be on the market. And some of these younger guys, I mean, like Josh Green, Williams Goss, Labissiere, Poole, like these are all young guys. So I think Atlanta feels like these guys are going to be their future pieces.
We saw the Jacks last week play against the New York Neon at home and got a nice win, but it still just has not translated into any sort of momentum to help them push to the playoffs. And they might be thinking about getting rid of some of their older players because they just don't do anything for them in the future. Like Isaiah Thomas, a 31-year-old player, he's not one of their top 5 picks. It would be a nice little, tiny little point guard there that might help them.
Yeah, definitely Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's 39, but you know what? He can still hit the 3.
Yeah, so I think those are the only 2 guys they'd want to move because, I mean, these guys are all pretty young. Obviously, I mean, they got Wendell Moore, Charles Bassey, so I don't think they'll want to depart from any of those guys, but yeah, I think Crawford and Thomas are the likely candidates. SoCal kind of in an interesting spot. You see, they're 19 and 22 right now. I mean, I don't know if a bit like Baines is a guy they want to move. Definitely Vince Carter. They have some veterans on the bench though that I think are candidates.
I don't think anybody wants Vince Carter. Like, what does Vince Carter give anybody at this point?
Veteran leadership.
Ah, that's what it is. But if anybody I would trade for, it would definitely be Kent Bazemore. That would be a guy that I would want. Korkmaz would be another guy that might fit with some good shooting.
Magruder.
That's about it.
Poor Dallas. They look like a team that could ship some pieces away. But I don't know. What do you think? They got Brokoff. Tony Parker, I think, is the guy.
Yeah, there's no reason to have Tony Parker on a deadbeat roster at this point, 14-29. He's probably got a few more years in him, but, you know, at this point, he's only going to be regressing, and it might as well just,
yeah,
cut it.
You know, I mean, Jackson and Lyden are pretty young. Obviously, Scotty Lewis isn't going anywhere. Fournier's protected. Ariza is the other guy, and he's injured as well. So, but a team could still take him on trading day and use him as a 3-point threat. He'd be perfect for St. Louis.
Ooh.
Let's check out Houston here. I think in real life, I mean, Iguodala, Millsap would definitely be on the trading block, but as those guys are protected, Houston is stuck with these veterans at those ages. So they thought they would be more competitive. Let's see who they can move. Maybe Yao Ming if somebody really wants a defensive center that is way past his prime. Bamute could be a guy, I think. Age 33, he's been in the league for a while. I think he'd be a good guy to move. Maybe NATO at point guard, possibly.
The San Diego Cyclones are in an interesting situation, too. They're 21 and 24. Some people think they might be buyers. Other people think they might need to just cut their losses and sell because Russell Westbrook's getting a little bit older. Melo, definitely pretty old. Batum, they got some nice pieces, young pieces with Herter and Sabonis. It's a tough call for them.
Yeah, I mean, Carmelo is a guy they could trade as they took Alex Len over Carmelo. So Carmelo was their 6th draft pick. He's a guy they could move. Age 35. I mean, he's coming back next year, but is that a guy that, you know, they want to ride with? See, the problem with San Diego, I don't think this team's good enough to win the title.
Oh, definitely not.
Like, maybe if they get on a hot run, they could squeeze in as an 8 seed, but what is that really going to buy you? They do have a lot of pieces that they could do. Like, Royce O'Neal, I think, would be a good trade option. So let us know if you're a Cyclones fan. Is it, you know, Napier? Is that a good move? These guys, I don't think they're going to touch. The younger guys, Bender, Fernando. Not really the season Washington envisioned. Had a couple injuries, but still.
I thought this team was going to be better than they are. I mean, just look at that lineup.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be a lot better than they were. Just did not come to fruition. Tim Hardaway Jr. might be a player that they would want to move, but maybe not. He's pretty young. I mean, 27 years old. I would still take that. I mean, he's not a spring chicken.
I mean, if
I'd still take him.
If it's a 36-team league, I mean, you're not going to be as willing to part with these assets that you would be in a 30-teamer. Because, you know, how many players are better than Tim Hardaway Jr.? I mean, he's in the middle of the pack, but when you're talking about 6 extra teams with 15 guys, I mean, Hardaway's value is going to get bumped up. So I think that, you know, or even somebody like Holmes. So I think maybe Layman and Ish Smith would be the guys. Maybe House, Kalathis. I don't know if anybody's going to be clamoring for Kalathis, but maybe if they need a backup point guard, he could see some more minutes on a contender. Can't believe Philly is struggling this much.
You can't?
I can't. I thought they'd be a bit better. I mean, the good thing about Philly, though, is for this trade deadline, they got veteran bench pieces. So you see, like, Wilson Chandler at age 32 with Tyson Chandler, age 37. Older players, Dellavedova's only 29, but he's kind of in that journeyman mold. You know, nobody's going to build their team around Dellavedova, but as a backup point guard, he's really what you're looking for. Brandon Knight, age 28. That was the same thing I was talking about Hardaway, though. Like, maybe you want to keep somebody like Brandon Knight on your bench if you're going to try to come back next year and compete.
Yeah, just a few free agency moves and a few draft picks later, you could be right back in it. The Baltimore Cannons are starting to come around a little bit, 20 and 26. But as I say that, now I see it. They've lost 3 games in a row. So now that the trade deadline is, not the trade deadline, but the trade day is on its way, what moves are they going to make? And I think that they should probably try to get rid of some of their older pieces like we've talked about time and time again, like Hollis Jefferson,
McDermott's
McDermott.
Not, I mean, 28. Jefferson's 25. I think you got to keep him. Teodosic over 30.
You could get a nice haul, though, for Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah, if you were really committed to rebuilding, I think. If you're, like we were talking about, if you're committed to retooling for next year, then I think maybe keep Jefferson, but like Muscala and Bacon, I think would be good players to flip. Bacon's only 24 though, so maybe you want to keep him. He says there's no way he's playing. You're under contract. He's under contract.
At that point, I mean, you got to get rid of him, right? He's unhappy.
He's not happy. That's the takeaway. Now, Columbus, when they constructed this roster, they were forward-looking, but they got some really old veterans to complement Zion and RJ. So, is this the time for Columbus to move on? I mean, they're only 20 and 21, but have guys like Noah and Felton and Haslam serve their purpose? And if so, would they fetch any trade value?
Ooh, nice little pun there. And one thing, though, that I do want to mention is that they know through their marketing analysis, they know that they have a ton of fan support.
Yeah.
So regardless of how bad that they do, they're not fearful that they're going to be on the chopping block to get moved or part of the purge. So they have no fear whatsoever. They're like, you know what? We have tons of fan support out there on the GG9 channel, the GG9,
the XBA on
the XBA on GG9.
Yeah, I know Columbus. You got a lot of fans in the comments, so let us know if you think they should flip some of these pieces. I mean, they're super young core, obviously. I don't think they're gonna lose anything if they get rid of Felton or Noah, but it probably would hinder their playoff hopes for this season. So if you guys think that's a good long-term payoff trade, let us know in the comments.
The Leopards have won 6 games in a row to get to 20 and 22. So obviously this team is super hot right now. The question, as always, is when you acquire new players, how's that going to affect the team chemistry? Do you want to bust this thing up or not? I would say no, you don't want to bust it up, but you should probably think about acquiring another guy to help you, because clearly to win 6 games in a row to get yourself to 20 and 22, whatever you had wasn't working prior to this little hot run. So whether they're getting lucky or whether this is something is up to you guys, the fans. What do you think needs to happen here? Because they got a nice mix of young and old, which is really kind of cool to see with the LA Leopards. Tice, Griffin, older guys, but you know, Griffin's protected.
This is why I feel like LA needs to stay put, because I think next year they might become one of the better teams in the Western Conference. So I had them on my stay list, but if you guys like Los Angeles and think they should flip a guy like Caspi or Kufos, or maybe Shelvin Mack, but I don't think anybody's going to want him, let us know what you guys think. Okay, Pittsburgh. I wanted to feature Pittsburgh, just another interesting team to look at. They're 22 and 22, 5 and 5 in their last 10, so they're the very definition of middle of the pack. They got Brogdon, Reddish, Bridges, Bell, and Towns. So I don't know if Pittsburgh fans, if you think this is a championship contending team, I mean, let me know what you guys think right here. I mean, they do have Dinwiddie, who's going to be out for a little bit, but are they a couple pieces away, a couple veterans away? Do you think LeBron is happy right here where Carolina's at? They're 22 and 20. Do you think he wants more veteran pieces on the bench?
Yes. Clearly.
Yes.
Clearly. Yes.
So Carolina's in buy mode, you think, here?
I mean, Luke Kennard's good. I mean, he's, as a Piston fan, I know that he's pretty decent. He's pretty good.
Getting there, yeah.
Mo Harkless.
Calderon. Like, I don't know. I'm iffy.
They're veteran presence, but they're not good. he needs a little more. He wants a little more. I mean, 22 and 20.
Let's take a look at some stats here and see how they relate to contenders. Like, what are these teams missing that could put them over the hump? So I'm looking at like Seattle, maybe Detroit, New York, perhaps. The 3-point range is not suiting them very well here. Maybe Wisconsin needs a 3-point shooter. So stuff like that, if you guys can keep that stuff in mind. So how about with rebounds per game? Like Vancouver. Vancouver needs a big man. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, Willie Cauley-Stein. What's going on, bud? You're not rebounding?
Well, they got Aldridge. You got Biyombo. I don't know if they need a rebounder, but they're not getting a lot of rebounds. New York, Kansas City perhaps could use a guy. I'm surprised the arrows are down there. But, so we see a couple teams struggling in that range, like Chicago and Miami.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these teams, like the Tempo Cyborgs, maybe they need more of a distributing type of point guard. Maybe Alfred Payton might be a good fit for some of these guys.
Blocks per game. Peppers are down there, and you know, we talked about, if you guys have been following the last couple episodes, you know that the Peppers are hurting at the big man spot. So power forward and center. They do have Taco Fall, recently acquired Taco Fall, and Kevin Garnett right now with Patrick Patterson and Poitras. So I feel like they could really use another one of these centers or power forward, because Zeller and Aiden's out. Aiden is out long term.
We don't know what the effect is currently of Taco Fall,
Right.
though, in his last few outings. That number actually could be increasing. That's the thing. Do you want to bring in a guy like Taco Fall and then have to bring in another big guy? We need to know how many blocks per game have they been increasing since he's been in.
Then again, I mean, Taco Falls was, what, a 66 overall?
True.
Do you think El Paso can get by?
With that.
Yeah.
And this clearly shows you even more so that some teams need more depth on the bench. Got the Leopards, the Peppers, specifically guys that are in the playoff chase. Actually, if you even look at it, a lot of these teams are in the playoff chase. The Chill, the Barons, not so much. The Barons are just bad all around. So their bench isn't scoring.
Maybe that's a sign that they let their stars carry their team all the way. And maybe that's a good thing that they don't get the bench out there.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Leave a like if you like this thing, and we will see you on Thursday. Recap. Make sure you guys are posting in the comment section below what trades and what players you think that your team needs to get rid of or acquire, and then we will put our heads together and come up with a list of propositions, trade propositions, that on Thursday you guys will be able to vote for.
Yeah, if you guys want a refresher on your team's roster and kind of get some ideas, because obviously we can't cover everybody in this video, just head over back to the intro video. Hopefully you guys know who's on your team, who's on your bench at this point. But just if you need a refresher, look over your team, be like, this team's weak here. I want somebody like this. And yeah, we'll keep brainstorming. Give us some ideas, guys.
So see you guys on Thursday. As always, peace.